He's like, look, bro, I got mine on Robinhood. I'm like, why didn't you just say that from the beginning? You know, like you trying to make it super hard.
Pause.
What's up, my fellow investors? My name is Mike. This is John, and we are Crypto Logic, the #1 podcast that keeps you informed on what, how, and most importantly, why to invest in a cryptocurrency. Now, this is a pretty special day, man, because we're starting our first episode on this podcast. And, you know what I'm saying, this is a long time coming. You know, I've been really excited about this. We've just been talking about it, gotten so many ideas on what to do. And we're just like, you know what, let's just jump in, let's dive in, and let's just get to it. So let's get some context on what we're going to be talking about today. And yeah, so we're going to be talking about, obviously we're going to introduce ourselves because, yeah, you know, you have to do that. The next thing we're going to be talking about is going to be explaining how we got involved in the crypto. You know, Dogecoin, of course, because, you know, that was one of the first Dogecoin. That was one of the first coins we got into when we first started investing. And then as we continue on to the podcast, we're going to get into, you know, our thoughts of crypto and kind of why we stayed. So that's going to be down in the description if you guys want to skip around to whichever part you would like to listen to. So I'm going to kind of start off with introducing who I am. And if you guys see me looking over here, it's just because I'm reading my notes. My name is Mike. As I said before, I am an entrepreneur by trade. I started off in construction. Then I jumped into the kind of e-commerce space, and also I'm a YouTuber as well. I have another channel called The Mike Lowry Show. Some of you guys may know me from there, basically teaching people how to grow their gaming channels, just because The Mike Lowry Show was a gaming channel. Now, John. I'm going to pass it on to John and let him introduce who he is. And yeah, kind of go from there.
Cut.
Yeah, man. Sheesh.
Yeah, so my name is John. I'm 28. I'm in e-commerce. I'm in the whole online store. I have online stores. Yeah, so are we gonna be talking about how we got into crypto?
Yeah, that's a perfect segue, man. Kind of explain how you got into crypto, and then I'll go after you.
Yeah, so I got into crypto, I think it was like in February when the whole Dogecoin hype was starting to build. A family friend sent me a screenshot of his holdings, and I was just like, what is that? Like, how is that number there? Like, what did you do? And he just was like, I invested in this cryptocurrency like earlier in the year, like early 2020. And I was like, what the? So then I went home and I called Mike, and I was like, dude, you got to get on this crypto. You got to get on this Dogecoin. So I had that FOMO effect without even knowing that was FOMO. So that's how I got started.
Just a little context, guys. If you don't know what FOMO means, it means fear of losing out, or missing out, rather. That's what FOMO means. But just to kind of give some clarity on that, I remember distinctly when you called me, because I was driving, and this dude calls me, right? I mean, he calls me all day, every day anyway. You know, we're best friends, but nonetheless. He called me. He's like, look, bro, you got to get into this coin. And I'm like, why, bro? I don't even know what it is. And you know, the crazy part about that, there was a movie that came out. What was it called? Was it Dope?
Yeah, it's Dope.
Yeah. What?
2015.
2015. So in 2015, a movie called Dope came out, and they were talking about cryptocurrency. I believe it was Bitcoin that they were using, Bitcoin. Right? And there was so much negative hype around cryptocurrency, and if you turn on any type of news,
the black market,
or anything, yeah, man, it was super crazy. You turn on any type of news, right? You're gonna hear bad things about crypto. Oh, you're gonna lose your money. No, it's bad. It's this, is that. So when John came to me with it, I was like, I don't really want to, you know what I'm saying? But he just kept on with me, just kept going, like, bro, you need to. And I was like, oh God, because he kept sending me like these videos, and I'm like, dude, I'm not looking at these videos. Like, he was sending me like, what is it, XRP Chiz. He was sending me Coach JV stuff. Like, he was sending me a bunch of stuff, dude. And like,
shout out to them all.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. You don't know who we are yet, but hopefully you will. But then, you know, I was just like, bro, I gotta go. Like, I'm busy. I'll hit you up later. And lo and behold, this dude calls me back again. It's probably about 7:30.
Yeah.
He calls me back, dude, and he's like, hey, did you get in yet? I was like, no, dude, come on. You know what? Just how do I get in? What do I need to do? He was like, bro, look, we got Binance. We could go through Binance. I'm like, dude, what the heck is a Binance? He's like, bro, okay, so we got Binance US and then we got Binance. I'm like, wait, that's not the same.
That later.
That's not the same thing. Like, I don't understand what's going on. He's like, look, bro, I got mine on Robinhood. I'm like, why didn't you just say that from the beginning? You know, like, you trying to make it super hard.
Pause.
Just, you got it on Robinhood? All right, bet.
I'm sure everyone here or everyone watching is their first time in crypto was probably with Robinhood. That's
facts.
Pretty much how a lot of people got into crypto.
100%.
You already had that set up.
Yeah. And Robinhood made it so easy for you to kind of just get it, you know, because you're already probably trading some type of, you know, stocks. Maybe you try to get in on the GameStop AMC thing. You know, that was probably when you try to get in, and that was Robinhood as well. So I was on Robinhood, right? And I found Dogecoin on the little crypto thing, and I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna just put in like $20. Boom, I put in $20. Later on, I put more, but I just started with $20 because as I started reading and, you know, because his voice just kept playing in my head, bro, you gotta get in, you gotta get in, you gotta get in. It just kept playing in my head. So I'm like, why is he so hype about this? And you know, the weirdest thing about John, right, is whenever he's super hyped about something, you should really pay attention, because this dude literally is on his phone and the internet all day long.
Stop the cap.
Like, he'll be sitting, like my phone's right here, bro. He already sent me like 3 texts. I don't even know if you guys can see that, but it's like, this dude, he's like always sending me articles.
Yeah.
He's always sending me stuff, bro. So if John gets hyped about something, as this podcast continues, bro, you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention. But nonetheless, man, so I just kept doing a lot more research, and, you know, then I ended up, you know, buying more Dogecoin. But at the time, I didn't know the difference between like meme coins, fundamental coins, anything like that. And, you know, we're kind of going to dive into all of that later on in the podcast. That's going to be, you know, something for the newer investors. Some, you know, if you guys don't know what those terms are, meme coins, pump and dumps, things like that, you definitely will if you stick around with us and hang out with us, man, because this podcast, I'm telling you, is going to be bananas. But let's kind of talk about Dogecoin a little bit, and honestly, why was that? Why do you think that Dogecoin was one of the coins that your family member brought it to you first? Why didn't he bring you like something like an XRP? Why do you think you jumped in on Dogecoin when he told you?
Because I think it was because of the hype. It was obviously predominantly because of Elon. He was building it up for a little while, dropping little hints here and there, but it blew up. That was around the time it started starting to blow up.
Yeah.
Like, we got in like at 4 cents, but there's people that got in like under a penny. So
yeah,
which my family member, he got in under a penny.
I wish.
So that was where it all started, when Dogecoin that hype was building. And then instead of me being just focused on Dogecoin, I said, well, I wanted to see what else was out there. And then I started, once we started, you know, you took a whole day to just start researching, and then when you came back the next day, you were MIA trying to research everything to catch up, I guess, quote unquote. Man. And then we're now we're on the same page, and we're just talking about it. I'm like, yeah, it's like, this is like a new thing here. The whole crypto space, it's a new asset class. So that's why we stayed, because Dogecoin just was like, it lit a fire. And I was like, wait a minute, this thing has, like, in a sense, no utility as of yet. You know, we'll get into that later. At that time, it was started off as a joke, but what about ones that do have utility? And then we started thinking going forward, I'm like, oh, we got something here. Let's do what we can to set ourselves up for the future. That's how I think. That's why I stayed in. I'm pretty sure I would, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that, like, okay, so we're gonna go into the segment of you know, what we thought about crypto, right? Like I said before, when John called me about Dogecoin, I thought crypto was just some weird, just
like a fad.
Like it wasn't gonna be real, right? But as I did more and more research, I started to see that there's, you know, people are really talking about crypto. Like, there's been people talking about crypto since 2017, and even before then. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, man, that's so crazy. And most of the people that are on talking about crypto now are saying within the next 5 years, crypto is basically going to be the powerhouse. But it was just so hard to kind of fathom that was actually a thing, right? So that's kind of what I thought about crypto. But why I stayed in the crypto is because honestly, guys, like you guys don't know this, but I have a family. And I want to create generational wealth for my family. That is the reason why I stayed in the crypto after Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin wasn't the only coin that I'm in. We're going to get into like the portfolios and all of that later on, in the episodes. But that's why I stayed, because I had the opportunity to kind of jump into something before it actually happened. Like imagine investing into Google before it was ever a thing, right? Like being one of the first adopters in that actual stock. And that's what I feel like cryptocurrency is. But I'm interested to know, and I'm pretty sure everyone else is interested to know, John, why did you stay in a crypto? Why didn't you just get out after Dogecoin and just been like, I made my thousands or however much you made, and just kind of just left it like that? Why did you stay?
I stayed because I think I kind of elaborate when you said it's the next asset class. It's a new asset class. It's gonna kick off the fourth industrial revolution. It's just like investing into gas, investing into cars before they were created, investing into steam, electricity, all that stuff. Being able to be early adopters, investors into this new asset class going forward, because everything is going to be digital, especially with NFTs and all that stuff. Everything, all signs point to things being digital, your money being digital, and how fast can you receive money and transfer and all that stuff, protection, securities, all that stuff. And there's so many coins out there that help build that infrastructure and help get that solidified for everyone, banks, institutions, companies, businesses, everything. So,
we kind of see it already, right? In the grocery stores. Even if you go into any grocery store, bro, it could be Walmart, Target, wherever. I don't know, like in the Midwest and all that, y'all got different stuff. But there's like literally no cashiers. So you could just go check out on your own. And Amazon, I think it's Amazon with their stores, like they have their own like shopping carts, right? Where you can like pay and you don't even have to like
scan, or you just walk, grab it, put it in a bag or a cart and just walk out.
So yeah, man, it's kind of crazy to think about, right? It's one of those things where it's like, can it really actually take off? Like, can it really actually happen? Because, back in the day, and I'm not gonna say it like I'm super old. I'm 28, by the way. But back in the day, we thought by like 2010 we would have flying cars. In 2015
I was a kid, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we thought all of that. So you know what I'm saying, it's just super crazy, man. But honestly, I want to kind of talk to you guys as if you're a new investor or you're thinking about investing. Reason why you should kind of stick around and subscribe to the channel, man, because when we first got into cryptocurrency, we didn't really know a lot about it. You guys heard my story. I didn't know nothing about it, and John didn't either. But the more that we did research, the more that we put in the work to kind of understand where this thing is going. You know what I'm saying, man? From when I started, I wish there was a place where I could have just went and been along for a journey with, people that just kind of just kept it real. You know what I'm saying? Didn't just give me a whole bunch of fluff and tell me like, oh, invest into this coin, invest into this coin. It's going to the moon.
Make quick cash, make quick bucks.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, so you're telling me to make quick bucks, but how? If you look at down in the comment section of any of those videos, you're going to see tons of people asking, how do you get in? What exchange do you use? What this would, what I'm saying? So we're going to dive into all of that, man. We're not going to leave what is it? Stone unturned? Is that what they say? I think so. There's no stone unturned. You feel me?
You use those little quotes.
There we go. See, philosophical Mike, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we're going to dive into all that, bro. By the time, as you continue to stick with us and grow with us, man, you're gonna have so much knowledge on cryptocurrency, bro, because we're gonna bring you the news. Every once in a while we're gonna bring you a pick, but we just gotta give a disclaimer, because we're not financial advisors. This is not financial advice. So what I'm saying, if we tell you like, oh, get into this one and then it tanks, don't be like, look, Mike, you told me to do it, I lost 50K. I'm not a financial advisor.
We wouldn't tell you anything, any moves to make unless we did it ourselves.
Yeah, do your own research, fam. Do your own research. Now, granted, I'm not gonna, tell you, oh, get into this coin and I'm not in the coin. You feel me? Like I'm gonna tell you if I'm in the coin or if I'm not in the coin. I'll tell you straight up. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're here for you guys. This is a community that we really want to build, and we hope that you guys stay along for the ride. So we're actually gonna be ending the show right now. So John, did you have any last remarks that you would like to tell anyone?
No, I'm excited to get this thing started, give out information that we've acquired this past 5 months, so spread it out to them, to our community, and hopefully build a strong community and move forward and get this thing popping. So
yeah, man,
I'm ready to go.
Should be a fun time, y'all. So I really appreciate you guys. Hopefully you stuck around to the end. If you didn't, it's totally fine. There is timestamps, like I said before, but yeah, man, I hope to see you guys in the next video.
It will get better though. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, bro, I think it's gonna be pretty dope. So.
This episode, we're gonna look back and be like, oh, what the heck was we doing?
Right. So until next time, guys, take care. God bless. Be safe. Peace.